I know, it's crazy. It's wild, but it's where we are. Not one, but two. Got 2 Honda Goldwings now. So that's where my life has gone, I guess. My trusty steed on the right here, 1981 Honda Goldwing GL 1100 Interstate. And welcome to the family on the left. Same year, same model, same color, with some pieces that I've been missing, and I'm very excited. What I'm going to do here is kind of do a compare and contrast and see what we can make out of both of them. So my goal for today is to get the plastics off of the new bike, do a little compare and contrast, and kind of show you what some of the immediate differences that I see in the two bikes are. It's quite interesting being the same model year that they're going to have so many differences, but there's some rather fun ones. And from there, we're going to try and get this thing running. I'll give you guys a rundown on the couple larger issues that we have right out the gate, but I think they're going to be super doable and approachable. Here we go. First main issue that we're going to address is the valve cover here. The reason that he sold the bike, in my opinion, is that that hole there has a bolt stuck in it which holds the valve cover on, and there's a bolt stuck in there, and he gave up. He also removed the front brake because it had seized on him, so we're going to need to do some work there in terms of pulling that apart, but did that on my bike, so I'm familiar with the process. Let me show you some of the differences that I found right off the bat with these two bikes. Some of these are really funny. Just to give you guys an idea of where I'm at, the new bike is on the right and my trusty steed is on the left here. So here we are, looking at the cockpit of the original bike. One, nothing going on up here. You'll see in just a second. Two, notice that the miles per hour only go up to about 80 on my speedometer. And if we move over here, miles per hour jump up to 150. Strange, same model year. And we've got that stereo up there. It doesn't have the stereo face, but like I said, parts are incoming. A couple other differences. We've got this little farkle here, this little shiner to cover the attachment of the handlebars there. And over on mine, I just got these two little black, these black guys. It's, you know, not very exciting. From there, not many differences. You know, I've got a voltometer here. I've got a little cigarette lighter charger port there. The actual Goldwing farkle on the brake caliper, or the brake fluid cover, that's pretty rad. I've owned this Goldwing for 3 years now, just about, but I haven't been around many other Goldwings. In fact, many other Goldwings of the same year. So a lot of what I thought the Goldwing was supposed to look like, there's actually some differences that weren't factory. So let me show you my favorite one that I discovered thus far. Now this is rad. For those of you that don't know, the GL 1100 has a false gas tank. So this actually isn't a gas tank at all. It's a cover for some essential electronics, the air filter, the coolant tank, and all that. I thought that that's what it was supposed to look like. Just like that. Gas cap, air filter, coolant tank, fuses, all that. Okay? Now, I received this bike. There's a little tray here. And inside that tray, ladies and gentlemen, we have a toolkit. This is an entirely original 1981 Honda Goldwing toolkit. And I love these things. Every single one of them is inscribed with Honda there. We've got a full toolkit, which is just so cool. Up front again here, you'll notice my lower fairing is rather chopped up. I've got these hardware store bolts holding it on. They are broken on the bottom, but zip tied. And over here, though dirty, we've got a complete and full fairing, which I'm extremely excited about. On top of that, the radiator cover with the Goldwing embellishment, which is super exciting. One little piece that I just have never had. Also noticing that the front forks are different. This one has a much bigger brace, much bigger power there, which is wonderful. Very subtle differences. The grading on that fairing as opposed to the circular pattern here. Wow. The covers here for the spark plug cables. Notice that I don't have those at all. This engine mount is black as opposed to the chrome option over here. The fuel pump is covered and chromed as opposed to mine being a little bit more open. As well as some aftermarket options in terms of foot pegs as opposed to mine. So the initial plan is, like I said, I'm going to get the rear bits of plastic, the rear bags and things off of the new bike, and we're going to see if we can't find a spark, see what's going on in terms of getting the thing started. Let's go. Each of these bags, panniers, boxes, whatever you want to call them, each of these boxes have 4 10mm bolts secured by either threads in the frame or a nut underneath. I'm going to take those off. Now, this is different from my Goldwing over here in the case that this washer and this square nut were securing the bits on the bottom. Both front and back have the same square nut. There is a small bracket right in there. This little bracket there. And this hex bolt and adapter go into that and stop this seat from sliding. That pesky one doesn't have it at all. And on this side, instead of that large assembly with the spring that allows some tension on the slide plate, we've just got 3 options for bolt position. So plan accordingly. Well, it's apparent that someone did a little bit of work on this thing because we've got different bolt sizes, different bolt patterns, different washers, different nuts. That's fine. At least they match side to side. However, both of the upper bolts on this one are much smaller. Okay, so I exaggerated. Much smaller. Wasn't that much smaller. Just a 9mm over here. And this one actually is a 10. But, let me tell you what. The gentleman I bought this from really threw these back screws in there because this one and the one on the other side just broke. Sheared it. 2 of them. Different spots. Sheared them. Nope, those 2. Boom. And now that the seat is off, I've disconnected the wires for both the bags, and we can pull the panniers off as well. I've got both of the bags removed, and now we're going to remove the false tank here so we can get to the spark plug covers. And in order to remove a pesky bolt in there, we need to take the lower fairing off on the right side. I discovered a very small crack in the tab. Same brake as my previous bike actually, but now we can get to that bolt. This fun tip, put bolts back where they go for reassembly ease. I've got the spark plug cover off, and I'll do the same on this side. Well, you guys, that's going to wrap it up today. My GoPro died, so I hope that this video looks okay with the rest of them. But I got all the plastics off of the new Goldwing, strapped a new battery in there, got a couple of new spark plugs, didn't have all four, but we will see what happens after this. Wish me luck.